Observe your breath and your body, especially the back of the body as it meets the floor. Observe how it shifts and changes as you allow yourself to stay and settle and let go of holding on. So there are sensations that are pleasant, and there are sensations that might feel unpleasant, which tend to grab our attention. And then there's the vast majority of neutral sensations. Think about that. That's the vast majority of everything. It's neutral. And then we'll begin our 5 floor poses. Roll the thighs so the inner legs come down and firm the skin and flesh of the legs. Bring the legs together. Firm the muscles to bones and extend the front of the feet a little. Firm all around the kneecap. Curl the tailbone under and press the roots of the thighs down so you feel that opening in the crease of the groin at the front of your thighs. Bring your arms along your sides, palms down. Extend your fingers and thumbs. Firm your elbows and knees. From your arm muscles to your bones. As you exhale, pull your belly down towards your spine so your lower back releases down more towards the mat. Inhale, raise your arms up over your head, keeping your arms straight and strong and firm and extending, and reach towards the wall behind you, taking the backs of the hands to the ground or to the support. And keep your arms shoulder width or wider, palms face up. Back of the neck is soft, front of the throat is soft, eyes are soft. And observe your breath here. See if you can lengthen your breath so that you're inhaling for 5 seconds and exhaling for 5 to 7 seconds. Let the breath come easy. So we're in the shape, Tadagi Mudra, hollow abdomen, and we're breathing into the shape. Consider the hollowing of your abdomen as you breathe, keeping the arms and legs firm. Feel how as you exhale, the sides of the waist sink down and deflate. Now, once again, firm your arms and legs, elbows and knees, and extend the front of your feet. Curl your tailbone under and sink your waist down, sides of the waist too. And then inhale, raise your arms up, and exhale, lower your arms down. And bend your knees one by one and bring your feet hip width apart and parallel. Turn your palms to face each other. Lift your shoulders one at a time, roll them under and scoot your shoulder blades together over your spine. So you have that lift in your armpit chest here like we did sitting. Find the outer edge of your upper arms, that's your deltoids, and press those down to get more lift in the chest. And observe this low curve of your whole spine here. Press into your inner feet so the knees pull in a little. Exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine to protect the lower back. And then inhale and lift your hips up. Feel the engagement of the backs of the thighs and the buttocks. Let the back of the neck soften as well as the front of the throat. So it's a relaxed opening. And be here and breathe. See if you can maintain a hollowing sensation in your abdomen as you breathe here, especially on the exhale. Maybe pushing a little firmer into your heels to roll yourself up towards the tops of the shoulders a bit more. And then coming down, keep the lift of the hips and lay your spine down top to bottom. So sink your chest and upper ribs, middle and lower ribs, and lay your spine down vertebra by vertebra. And elongate as you get towards your lower back, moving your hips towards your feet a little. And then release the hips and gently let the hips roll into their slightly forward neutral tilt. Turn your palms down and lift your shoulders up and roll the front of the shoulders towards each other, spreading the shoulder blades in the back. Hips roll back, sink the waist, press the lower back down. Exhale all the air out, curl the head and shoulders up, Look to the belly button for Nabi Darshanam. Huh. Keep the palms on the ground and breathe into the upper back. And then inhale and slowly release your head and shoulders down. Exhale, turn your palms up and extend your legs one by one. Coming back to Shavasana and rest here. And pay attention to the length of your breath. Easy breath, slow breath, soft body. Soft eyes, face, jaw, tongue, teeth, throat. Let the joints be open and free. Preparing for Pavana Muktasana, roll the thighs in, bring the legs together, bend the knees one by one, keeping the feet together. Bring your arms along your sides, palms down. Roll your hips back, pressing your lower back down. So that's a pelvic tuck. Feel the hollowing in the abdomen, especially the sides of the waist. See if you can get your lower back ribs down as well. Bring your right knee to chest, interlace your fingers, hold the shin just below the knee. Flex the right foot, let the right leg fall forward into your arms, and then push it forward, and your arms will pull and stretch, and your head will fall back a little. Pressing the lower back down, let the left foot get light, lift it an inch or two up, and extend the left leg and lay it down on the mat. Once again, extend the front of the ankle and foot without hardening the sole of the foot. Firm all around the kneecap and the root of the thigh as the tailbone curls forward also. So you're trying to get the lower back more and more down towards the mat, inner left leg towards the mat. As you exhale, relax your whole right leg, your buttock, your crease of the groin, the thigh, the calf, the foot and ankle can relax right now. And let the top of your hip release down towards the mat and move down towards the sitting bone at the bottom of your pelvis, and let your sitting bone travel up along the back of the thigh towards the back of your knee. And you can slide your hands a little down towards the mid shin to compress the leg a bit more, and draw the knee up towards the chest. Flex the right foot, point the left, press the left leg down, sink the waist, roll the shoulders up. Exhale all the way out, curl the head up off the mat, chin, nose, or forehead towards the inner knee. Be here and breathe. And then inhale, release your head and shoulders down. Exhale, let your right leg fall forward. Then press it into your arms. Your arms will pull back. Roll your hips back strongly, pressing the lower back down. The left foot will get light, lift it an inch or two. Bend and place the left foot flat, right foot next to the left, and change legs. Left knee up, flex the foot, roll the hips back, press the lower back down. Push the left leg forward, arms will pull back, head falls back a little, that's fine. Right foot gets light, lift it and float it and extend it and lay it down on the mat. Firm up all along the front of the leg and the inner leg. Extend the front of the foot without hardening the sole. Firm the kneecap, tailbone curls a little up, and you press the root of the thigh down so you feel some opening in the groin area. Take a breath, and as you exhale, let your left leg release and fall into your abdomen. Don't pull it, just let it fall first. And then relax, right? Relax the buttocks, the foot and ankle, the calf and shin, the thigh, the crease of the groin especially. And then let the top of your hip at the back of your body move away from your lower back ribs. Move down towards your sitting bone. Let your sitting bone at the bottom of your pelvis curl up along the back of your thigh towards the back of your knee. And then maybe move your hands down a little towards your shin and pull your knee towards your chest and compress your leg into your abdomen. Reassess your right leg, firm all the skin of the leg and press the inner leg down, extend the front of the leg, flex the left foot, exhale, roll the shoulders up, sink the waist down, curl the head up. Excuse me, chin, nose, or forehead towards your inner knee and breathe into your upper back. And then inhale and lay your head down, exhale, let your left leg come forward and press it into your arms, pull your arms back, roll your hips back. Feel how your right foot starts to get light, lift it up, Bend the knee, place the foot flat, bring the left foot next to the right, extend the arms and legs, and come to Shavasana and rest. Yeah. And melt into the warmth of the floor. And then the final floor pose we'll do is Supta Vajrasana. Roll the thighs in, bring the legs together. We come from Tadagi Mudra. Extend the front of your legs, curl the tailbone up. Bring the hands beside your body, palms down, firm your arms and legs, sink your waist. Inhale, take your arms overhead, shoulder width, reach your arms and legs, get more length between your hips and your ribs. And then as you exhale, sink your waist, belly button to spine and lower belly to spine. Sides of the waist down, lower back ribs down. Let your hips roll back in a pelvic tuck, and then bend your knees up, keeping your feet off the ground one by one. And then cross the feet at the ankles, flex the feet, hook the feet, and pull the knees wide apart, and also towards the side of your body. Isometric contraction in the pelvic floor. And let your back lengthen and spread out and settle on the floor. And keep that hollowing of the waist here as well. Change the cross of your feet and repeat. Keep your arms reaching and extending. Hollow the waist, sink the waist. Pull the knees apart so you get that contraction in the pelvic floor where it's spreading and contracting. Again, exhale, sink the waist. Inhale, raise the arms up. Wrap the arms around the legs and hug the knees into the sides of the body. You can relax the feet and keep the ankles crossed. Deflate the legs. Change the cross and repeat. Change the cross again. Flex the feet, hook the feet, lift the knees up. The feet up so the knees are loosely bent. Curl the head up. And then you can use momentum, right? Holding the knees to rock, to sit, and then reach your arms forward and come to stand. Right? Take your time. You can just come to sit first. Yeah, good, Robin. Yeah, good, Susan. And then with the arms, try to remember they're helping you, right? And the eyes too. The eyes, right? Yeah. Arms and eyes. They're connected. Yeah, there you go. Good. Okay. So we'll do our 5 directions of the spine and opening of the lung channels. So feet and legs together, Samastiti. Samastiti. Pull the arms down, lift the chest up, firm the knees, firm the thighs, take a pelvic tuck, roll the upper arm bones back, from the shoulder blades, soften the gaze, and breathe. All the fingers and the thumbs create a seal. Yeah, like that. That's the mudra. Good. And then inhaling, extend your right arm forward and up. Turn the armpit and tricep in, broaden the top edge of the shoulder blade. Exhale, give more of a strong pelvic tuck. Inhale, get more length on the right side ribs. Pull the left arm down and exhale a little bit over to the left. Keep the lift of your chest and breathe into your right side ribs. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, extend your arm and turn the palm as you come down. And then inhale, left arm forward and up. Armpit, tricep towards the face. Top edge of the shoulder blade broad. Elbow firm. And then exhale, give it more of a pelvic tuck. Inhale, get more length on your left side ribs. Pulling the right arm down. Exhale, come over to the right a little bit. Lift the chest and breathe into the left side ribs. Inhale, you reach up. Exhale, arm comes out to the side. Turn the palm down. That's Ardha Kati Chakrasana. Now it's Kati Chakrasana. Inhale, you take your arms out to the side and broaden from the center of your chest to your thumbs. And then broaden from the center of your upper back to your pinkies. So the back and the chest are broad. Shoulders are down, elbows are firm, waist is firm. And then exhale and bend your left elbow. Bring your hand under your right collarbone. Inhale, turn to the right, look back at your right hand. And then pull your right hip a little forward and your lower ribs, pull them down towards your pubic so you're not arching back. And breathe into your right chest, left hand. Bring the right shoulder down. Yeah. Feel the ribs moving underneath your left hand. We tend to not get enough breath here at the very tippy top of the lungs. Inhale, open your left arm out to the side, coming back to center. Exhale, bend the right elbow, hand under the left collarbone. Inhale, turn back to the left, pulling the left hip forward, left shoulder down, front ribs towards the pubis. Look to the hand, the left hand, breathe into the right hand, left chest. Left shoulder down. And then inhale, you open your right arm to come back to the center. And exhale, lower both arms down. Ardha Chakrasana, hands to the hips, heels of the hands on the top of your hip bones, thumbs wrap around the front, fingers down. Firm your knees and thighs quite strongly and do a strong pelvic tuck. And then push your knees and thighs forward over your toes and lift the center and the sides of the body up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, lift the front of the body, don't sink the back. Open the front. You can take the head back or not. Breathe here into your top chest. Tailbone forward. And then coming out, push your thighs back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, extend your arms down along your sides. And then it's Urdhva Hastasana. Interlace the fingers, change the interlace. Turn the palms. From the elbows, from the waist, from the thighs. Inhale, you take your arms forward and up. Look a little bit down. Turn your palms. Elbows towards each other, armpits towards each other. Broaden the shoulder blades. Reach the arms and the ribs up. And then firm the thighs and shift the weight a little forward. Lift the heels up. Try to keep the inner edge of the feet together. Heels are just about an inch up. Be here and breathe. Now, when you're ready to come down, you pull the ribs back a little so your arms come a little forward. Undo your arms and then slowly lower your heels and your arms at the same time. And then the final standing pose, final direction of the spine is Ardha Uttanasana. So roll your upper arm bones back, firm your shoulder blades together over your spine and on your back, sort of a little bit like locust pose, palms face back. Yeah. Firm elbows, pull your arms down, lift your chest up. Yeah, good. And then take an inhale with the chest lifting. Keep the chest up as you exhale. Feel the waist hollowing. Once again, inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, push the buttocks back. Take the chest chin forward. Keep the shoulder blades together over the spine, engaging the upper back. Come to your comfortable forward bend. Be here and breathe. Parallel at most. Shift your weight towards your toes more. And then coming up, inhale, lift the chest, buttocks down, and turn your palms to face your hips. Take a few breaths here. Soften the skin and the connective tissue under the skin. Firm the muscles to the bones. Soften the gaze. And lengthen the breath. Good. Okay, so we'll do our sun salutation practice now. So you keep a couple of feet in front of you at the front of the mat. And we'll do 4 types. Is it 4 types? It is, I believe. Yeah. 4 types. Now, take a layer off if needed. You don't have to. You can wait until you're ready. You may never be ready. That's also fine. And then inhaling, take your arms forward and upward, Hastasana. Exhale, Ardha Uttanasana, like a swan dive. Inhale, you bend your knees, palms flat, heels up. Come all the way down for a moment. So you can, always come all the way down, or, as you get more into it, you can go halfway down and hop back, right? But then when you're ready to hop or step, you come up about halfway. And then you either hop or step into down dog. Okay. Don't go too wide front to back. Right. And then spread your palms well. Press into the base knuckles of your fingers, middle and third knuckles, not the tips. From the elbows and triceps in towards each other and away from the ground, broadening the top edge of the shoulders. Release the head and neck. And then lift the fronts of your shins up off the tops of your feet and firm your kneecaps and lift your thighs up and widen your pelvic floor at the inner thighs. Take that back and also the outer hips. Pull the legs back. Breathe. Let the waist hollow. And then coming forward, you lift your heels, look between your hands, bend your elbows and knees, round your spine up a little and lightly hop or step into that squat. Come to your fingertips. Take your arms back, shoulder blades together. Look forward and exhale, unfold your legs into Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, you turn your palms up and look straight ahead or up. You can keep your arms shoulder width or palms together. Exhale. Second time, same one. Inhale, arms forward and up. You can take the palms together, head back if you like. Exhale, you go to Ardha Uttanasana, and that swan dive. Inhale, you go into the squat. And when you go into the squat, look here. You're not on your fingertips, right? You're getting ready to jump back. So you're leaning forward into your hands. The weight's in your hands. Then you unfold your legs and lightly hop or step back. Down dog. Don't go too wide front to back. Spread the palms from the arms. Broaden the shoulders. Release the head. Firm the thighs and the front. So lift the front legs up as you root the back legs down. And then press the whole length of the leg back to pull the hips away from the ribs. Hollow waist and breathe. Lift the heels, shift the weight, bend the elbows, round a little, lightly hop or step into the low squat. Now you come to the fingertips. Take the arms back, chest chin forward. Exhale, Ardha Uttanasana, buttocks back. Inhale, turn the palms straight up, or you can bring the palms together, looking up. Exhale and lower your arms, okay? Next one. See? Take 2 sun salutations. Good to know. Now pull the arms down, palms face back as in Ardha Uttanasana. Yeah. And then keep your gaze steady on something that doesn't move as you're going to shift your weight forward towards your feet and toward the balls of the feet. Lift the heels up as you lift your arms up, palms face forward. And then as you exhale, it's low Utkatasana. You keep the heels up and sit. Draw the knees back, knees forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, bring the palms flat. And from here, so you can always be a little further back on your mat. From here, you step or jump into high plank, straight arm chaturanga. Lift your shoulders up away from your arms, from your waist and thighs. And then shift your weight a little forward, bend your elbows back, and lower yourself down. You can use your knees, okay? And tuck your chin. Rest your forehead and breathe in this pose of surrender. Curl your toes under, firm your thighs up, press your pubic down at the roots of your thighs, lift your head up, firm your elbows in, firm your waist, suck your waist in, and exhale, push up into down dog. Firmly plant your whole circumference of your hand and finger knuckles and roll the triceps in. Release the head and neck, hollow the waist, firm the legs. Use the legs, try to get the weight in the legs. And let your weight, your breath be slow, long, slow breath. And you lift the heels, shift the weight, bend the joints, slightly hop or step into that low Utkatasana. Fingertips. And you sit, knees a little forward. Coming up, you start to take the arms up, look at something that doesn't move, keep the heels up, and then exhale and lower the heels and arms at the same time. We'll do that one more time. Have more space. Yeah, even more. Yeah, there you go. Good, palms back. Inhale, look down as you raise your arms and heels up. Exhale, low Utkatasana, sit on your heels. Draw your knees forward, shoulders back. Inhale, Palms flat, lift your knees and hips up and lightly hop or step. Straight arm chaturanga. Take a breath here. Firm your arms and legs, firm your waist, lift your shoulders. Exhale, shift your weight. Bend your elbows and lower down. Good, good. And then tuck your chin and breathe. Curl your toes under, firm your thighs and knees up. Press your tailbone and the roots of the thighs down with the head and shoulders little. From the elbows, from the waist, exhale, push up, be in down dog. Breathe. And then lift the heels, shift the weight, bend the joints, look between the hands, lightly hop or step. No Utkatasana, fingertips, arms up, knees forward, shoulders back. And then you start to raise the arms, keep the heels up. And exhale, lower the heels and arms. Very good. Okay, next one, palms face in. Inhale, you take your arms up, back. You can take your head back if you like. Exhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Now it's extended back Uttanasana. So you just shift your weight forward and reach your fingertips down to a couple feet in front of you. So you can bend your knees a little. There you go. And lean forward into your hands. There you go. So the heels are light. And then you flat palms and step or jump into that straight arm chaturanga. High plank. Okay, now you're going to exhale, bend your knees, curl your toes under. You can bring your feet, your inner feet towards each other, and then push back into this variation of Virasana forward with your toes curled under. Good. You can always come to this pose if you're getting tired in down dog as well. Okay, and then inhale, you're going to come up. Now bring your knees hip width and your feet. Spiral your inner elbows forward. Pull your elbows back, keep your buttocks up, and move your chest, chin forward. You can hover and then glide forward, or you can lower down. So you're going to bring your hips down, point your toes, draw the outer ankles in. Press the tops of the feet down closer to the ankles. Firm the kneecaps up. Take the tailbone towards the pubis and press it down. So the bottom of the pubic bone presses down and the roots of the thighs. And then lift the head and chest in this low cobra-like position. Good. Now curl your toes under, firm your thighs up, squeeze your elbows in, and exhale, push yourself up into down dog. And breathe. Long, slow breaths. Smelling something delicious. Firm arms and knees, elbows and knees, arms and legs. Hollow waist. And then coming forward, you shift your weight, bend your joints. Now you're going to lightly hop or step, and you're going to be in that extended back Uttanasana. Coming up to your fingertips. Yes. Shift your weight forward, Robin. Yes. Head up. Yes. Good. And then lifting your shoulders up off your arms, you exhale into Ardha Uttanasana. Yes. Good. And then inhale, buttocks down, turn the palms, reach the arms up, and exhale. Lower the arms. Okay. Again, that was one. We'll do two of those. So you keep your heels down. Inhale, raise your arms up, head back if you like. Exhale, you go to Ardha Uttanasana. Yes, chest chin way forward, Robin. Lean towards your toes. There you go. Good. Inhale, just take your fingertips down. Yes. Shift your weight a little. Flat palms, lift your heels. Exhale, lightly hop or step. Straight arm chaturanga. Take a breath. Then exhale, bend your knees. You can bring the inner feet together if you like. Push back. You can bring the head down if you like. Be here and breathe. Keep your toes curled under, Susan. Yeah. Yep. Good for you. Now you come to your hands and knees and adjust your knees and feet to hip width. Fire your inner elbows forward. Keep your buttocks up. Move your chest, chin forward. You can touch down or glide forward. Lower your hips. Point your toes. Firm your knees. Press your hips down. Lift your chest up so it's this low cobra, right? And then you stay here. Curl your toes under. Firm your thighs up. Firm your waist in. Squeeze your elbows in and exhale, push up. Down dog. And breathe. And then lift your heels, shift your weight, bend your elbows and knees, round your spine, look between your hands, lightly hop or step into that extended back, Uttanasana. Come to your fingertips. Head up, head up. Yeah. Lift your shoulders up off your arms. Exhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Yes. Shoulder blades together. Stick your butt out. Yes. Chest forward. Yeah. Inhale, you come up. You can either look up or straight ahead, and exhale, lower your arms. Good. Okay. So the fourth type is more of a classical sun salutation. Okay. Arm your arms, legs, and torso. Inhale, raise your arms up. And then you can reach back a little if you like, pushing the hips a little bit forward. And then exhale, you're going to come all the way forward into a full forward bend. So you can bend your knees, you can widen your feet a little, and soften your ankles and your hips. Let your torso release and be here for a couple of breaths. Pull your hands a little back when, as you're able. Good. And work towards straightening. Never stay in a deep bend, but you can go slow, right? It's not like you're just like pushing your heels down and letting your hamstrings release up. Okay. And then inhale, come to your fingertips, bring your right leg back, knee down, toe point, low lunge. Let your hips sink forward and down, opening the front of your right groin in a peaceful way. Then you push back, knee over the ankle, high lunge, curl the back toes under, flat palms, step back, and it's straight arm chaturanga. And then you're going to exhale, knees, chest, chin. So you lower your knees, by your elbows, take your chest, chin forward. You can lay it down or hover, and then you either glide forward or extend your legs back. And you're in that low cobra, meaning knees are up like up dog. Yeah. Press the front of your thighs down at the tailbone area and lift your head and chest up. Yes. So press the hips down, lift your hands up, Robin, and then lift your chest higher like that. Okay. Yeah. Now bring your hands down. So that's it. Yeah. Now you curl your toes under. Oh, no, sorry, not in this one. You lift up here. Right, you're gonna actually no, you do. Curl your toes under. Yeah, and then you're gonna come into this Parvatasana, which is down dog with the feet together. Come closer, Robin, with your feet and buttocks up higher. Yes, good. And then inhale, bring your right leg forward, and you can lower your left knee. You're going to anyway, and then come to your fingertips, right? And you go into that low lunge, pointing the back foot. You can keep it curled under, but I think you get a better stretch if you point. Yeah. Then you push back, knee over ankle, like high lunge, curl the back toes under, and exhale, step forward. And you can widen your feet a little. You can soften your joints and release your spine down. Soften the joints of your spine as well. So like let your waist release towards the back body and release the back body. Coming up, you can lead with your upper back. Means look forward and draw your upper back up and then reach your arms up. And you can lean back a little or go straight up. Yeah, take your arms up and back. Yeah. And then exhale, lower your arms. Good. Okay. We do that on the left. Inhale, take your arms up. And you can go back a little if you like. Exhale, you're going to come over. You can take your arms forward or out to the side. Soften your ankles, knees, and your hips and come into that forward bend again. And let your backs of your legs release. Heels down, release the hamstrings up. Release the spine. Draw the sides of the waist back, hollowing, so you release the back body. And then coming to the fingertips, inhale, bring your left leg back. Knee down, toe point. And then sink your hips forward and down and open the front of your left groin. Then you push back to high lunge, flat palms, step back to straight arm chaturanga. And then exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, glide forward or move your legs back, point the toes, outer ankles in, kneecaps firm up, tailbone, roots of the thighs down in order to lift the chest. From the elbows in, curl the toes under, from the thighs up, exhale, push up, Parvatasana, feet together. Good, buttocks way up. Yes, good. And then lifting the heels, inhale, bring the left leg forward, back knee down, toe point, sink your hips forward and down, open the front of the right groin, lift the chest. Pushing back to high lunge, curl the back toes under, and exhale, step forward, Uttanasana. You can soften in the ankles, knees, and roots of the groin, and hollow the waist to release the back. Broaden the shoulder blades away from the neck. Create space between the vertebra of the spine and the ribs in the back. And then coming up, you lead with your upper back if you like, or you can extend whatever works better for you, okay? Or you can bend into a squat to come up, okay? And then exhale, lower your arms. Good, okay? So so now we do the standing poses. And the first one we're gonna do is for the quads, right? So it's not Rajasana, but we're just gonna stretch the quads. And those of you who wanna go in, you can go in. So I'm gonna come here, so you face this way. And then you're gonna take you can have your hand to the wall, that wall, if you like. Yeah, So then you can use that for balance. So you're gonna hold your right ankle or foot. Yeah, try to get on the top of the foot towards the toes. Bring the knee in towards the other knee. Lift the pubic and descend the buttock. Then if you can, you take your arm down from your waist and hips. Keep your arm firm. Keep your gaze steady on something that doesn't move and take your arm up. Good. Reach your arm straight up. Yeah, left hip in, Robin, left hip in. Left hip in towards the right. Yes, more. Yes, good. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Turn around and do that on the other side. Okay, so your left leg up. Hold more towards the toes. Take the knee straight down. Tailbone forward, pubic bone up. Stand firm in your outer right hip. Slowly take your arm up, keeping your gaze steady. Good, elbow firm. Top elbow. Yeah, top, yes. Good. Good, Robin. Better today. Good. Exactly. Change sides. Turn around again. Repeat. Right leg up. Okay, and then this time, if you can take two hands to the foot, traveling up towards the big toe, take the knee down so it's in line with the other knee. Tailbone forward, pubic up, lift the chest. So as you drop the buttocks down, lift the chest up. So you can stay here, right? Or you can go into the full pose, pushing the leg back and the arm forward if you like. Yeah, good. Pull that right leg back into your arm. Yes, good. Yes, left arm up, Robin. Yes, good. Okay. Gently release. We'll do the other side. Very good. So, left leg up. See if you can hold with both hands, right? Pulling the toes up towards the back of your head, knee down and back. So the knees are in line. Tailbone forward, pubic bone up. Roll the shoulders back. So even though you're lengthening your lower back down, your chest is lifting up. And that's back bends in general. Push your knee back. Yes, Layla. Good. And then if you like, you can try the full pose, taking the right arm forward and the left leg back and up. Yes, good. Push that left leg back into your arm, Robin. Push it back, away from you. Yes, so your arm stretches. Yeah, good. Try to keep your hips and torso parallel. Yeah, good. Beautiful. And then release. Good. And come down. Okay, so then we'll do our other standing poses. So I'll come here so you can see me, and you can adjust yourselves if you like. Okay. And then come to the middle of your mat, Samasthiti. And the first pose we'll do is twisted Trikonasana. Pause for a moment, take a breath and settle. And, this is like bringing everything in for a moment. And then we take it out. Step or jump, wrists over ankles, feet parallel. Exhale, hands to hips, firm legs, firm waist. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulder blades together over the spine. Exhale, buttocks back, chest, chin forward as in Ardha Uttanasana, legs are wide. Now bring your left hand to your right leg, slide it down, pull the left hip out to the side and back, extend the torso forward. So you're keeping the torso parallel to the ground and in between your thighs. Roll your right shoulder up and back. Maybe you take the right arm up. Be here and breathe. And then coming out, you exhale, bring your top hand down, bottom hand to the hips, both hips coming parallel, and then inhale, come up. Good. Exhale. Firm legs, firm waist. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, buttocks back, chest, chin forward, parallel. Right hand to the left leg. You can stay high, you can go low, but keep your torso parallel. Pull the right hip out to the side and back, extend the torso forward, roll the left shoulder back, head up and back. Maybe you take the left arm up. Be here and breathe. Callie, move to your left a little. Yeah, bring your left arm down more. Yes, good. That's it. You can take the ankle. Good. And then coming out, top hand to hip, bottom hand to other hip, untwisting. Inhale, you come up. And exhale, toe heel, step or jump, Samasthiti. Pause and breathe. Find the inner line. And then, once again, step or jump, wrist over ankles. So it's not super wide. Okay. Exhale, hands to hips. Turn your right leg out, left foot in, heel to heel. Exhale, you extend your torso towards your front foot and push your hips towards your back foot. Your back hip, your left hip has to roll down a little to let this groin crease widen and turn so that you can do the forward bend. Let your hand drop down to wherever it is. And for this one, hold the shin, Robin. Hold the shin. Yeah, that's it. Curl your right buttock under, press it forward. Take your head back in line with your sacrum. And then turn your top hip, your left hip, up towards the ceiling and your belly button, your waist, your ribs and chest. And then take your top arm up and breathe. Left arm towards your ear, Robin. More. Yeah, good. Now, coming out, you take your top hand to your hip, firm your waist and leg, bottom hand to your hip. Inhale, come up. Good. Change your leg. Right foot in a little, left leg out, heel to heel. Take a breath. As you exhale, your right hip has to roll down a little so you can get that external rotation of the left, and then you do that forward bend, buttocks towards the back foot, torso towards your front foot. Drop your hand when it feels appropriate. Hold it like a golf club or something, whatever it is, tennis. Now curl the left sitting bone under, press your left hip forward and take your head back. So your occiput is in line with your sacrum. Bend your knee, come up higher, Robin, Susan. Bend your left knee, come higher, okay? Is that better? Or straighten the leg and come higher, yeah. And then roll your right hip back to turn your waist and ribs and chest up, and then take your top arm up and breathe. Put more weight in the back leg. Yes. Now take your top hand to hip, take your bottom hand to hip. Inhale, come up. Bend and turn, toe heel, step or jump, Samasthiti. Buttocks down, chest up, eyes soft, ears over shoulders, over hips, over knees, over ankles. Breathe. Widen your gaze to the back of your head and the sides of your head. So you're not just looking, burning a hole forward. Go everywhere. And down into your feet. Okay? And then it's Utthita Parshva, step or jump. This time go about a foot wider, so fingertips over ankles. Keep your arms extending if you're able. If not, bring the hands to hips. Center of chest to thumbs, center of upper back to pinkies, firm waist. Turn your right leg out, left foot in, heel to heel. Bend your right leg, right thigh parallel. Turn and look to your right. Elongate the right side. So still, your sitting bones move towards your back heel. Your hips do a little forward bend to the side. Same idea. You reach that bottom arm, fingertips down on the inside of the leg. If you need more support, you can rest the hand, the forearm. Curl your right buttock under and move it forward. Lean back into your right leg and then roll your left hip up, turning your waist. Top arm is just straight up. Breathe. Head back a little, Susan. Now keep your arms extending and inhale, come up, straighten your leg and turn. If you need to rest your arms, you rest your arms. Left leg out, right leg in a little, heel to heel. Turn your gaze, bend your left leg thigh parallel to the ground. Get long on the left side, get long. And then bring the left arm down, right arm up. Curl the left sitting bone under, press it forward as you lean back into your leg. Head back a little, breathe. Coming up, use your arms and legs. Inhale, you come up, turn your feet, step or jump, Namaste Tahi. And always be mindful of your own personal self, right? And what's going on with your particulars today, and do what you need to do. Don't always do, do what you need to do. This is the most important thing. Okay, last one. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward bend, step or jump, and a little bit wider. Hands to hips, feet parallel. Remember, you want to use your legs, so don't go too wide, right, for you. Okay, firm legs. Press into the outer feet, lift the inner feet, lift the soles of the feet as you root the heels and the balls of the feet down. Lift the pubic, right? Lift the mula bandha, lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to go to Ardha Uttanasana, buttocks back, chest chin forward, halfway down. And it's like that extended back, forward bend, fingertips down, right? Buttocks back, chest chin forward. Pull the weight a little forward. Heels are a teeny bit light. And then exhale and bend your elbows, walk your hands back, release your head down. So it's like a bent arm chaturanga with your arms, or a headstand too. Your head does not have to touch. Be here and breathe. Good. Palms flat. Work towards straight legs as you're able, but slowly, like, a millimeter at a time. And then you can bend and release, you can explore. Now coming up, firm your legs, firm your waist. Inhale, take your gaze up, chest chin forward beyond your fingertips. Firm waist, firm legs. Roll your sitting bones down, Callie, any amount, buttocks down and belly up, ribs up, lower ribs. Yes. Okay. So a little, okay, good. All right. Exhale, hands to hips and inhale, come up. So you have to be careful there. You're a little bit too much extended like this. Yeah. So this has to happen more, especially when you're coming out, right? You have to take this down. Take the buttocks down. Yeah. Yes. Important. And right now it's not bothering you. Future, you want to avoid future suffering, right? Yeah. Feet together. That's in the Yoga Sutras. Okay. And it's also common sense. We would never say that anymore. Common sense. It's like, anyway, very good. Okay, so now we will take it down. So you can do the vinyasa, or you can just lie down. Not lie down, sit down. Sorry. So let's do the vinyasa if you like. Simple one. We're going to go to a full forward bend. Start in Samastitihi. Okay. Collect yourself, firm and soften and steady. And then inhale, take your arms up. You can look up if you like. Exhale, you come all the way over. And you can widen your feet a little. I prefer that. And take that full forward bend for a moment. Shift your weight into your hands, lift your heels, lightly hop or step into down dog. Buttocks up. Firm elbows, firm knees, hollow waist. And then shift your weight, bend your joints, elbows, knees, wrists. Look a little bit in front of your hands at like your wrist area. And then you cross and extend. So cross the feet at the ankles. Yeah, as you're able. Yeah, good. Like when you jump. Yeah, yeah. And then, eventually you jump through without touching, right? But since, we're all a little in the older crowd, maybe we avoid that. But you don't know. Like Robin and Callie, they can go down into that low chaturanga. I'm so envious. For me, it's like my shoulder just So we all have our skills and talents. Draw the sacrum in and up, bring the legs down, bring the hands down, lift the chest, let your chin come a little down and look towards your feet and breathe here, Dandasana. Layla and Susan, lean forward, not back. Bring your hands more forward, Susan. Now, sacrum in and up. Yes. Yes, Layla. Shoulders back. Chest up higher than the shoulders, Susan. Yes. Okay, and then it's Purvottanasana. Inclined plane, legs straight if you're able. If not, bend the knees. Hands behind you, about 12 to 18 inches. You can bend the elbows a little so that you can roll the shoulders back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then you straighten the elbows. Take the shoulder blades on the back. Really lift the chest and draw the legs in, firm the legs, and dig the heels down, firm the buttocks. Keep the toes pointing up, and so your feet are flexed. And then lift your hips up from your tailbone. See? And then if your hips are nice and high and it feels good, you can let your head go back. Yes. Very good. Beautiful. And then you could start to reach your toes forward if that feels good. But it's kind of, yeah, I like the heels. I like the heels and the toes up better, actually. Yeah, good. That's it, Robin. So next time your hands would be further back. Your hands are too close. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now roll the front thighs in, broaden the backs of the thighs. Sit in Dandasana, and then you lean a little forward and take your big toes for Paschimottanasana, first type. Okay? Or you can use a rope, right? So now take your inner feet forward and extend from your inner groin to your inner knees to your inner feet. Pull your outer feet back all the way to your outer hips. Your feet sort of address your legs. And then outer knees down equal to inner knees. Tops and bottoms of the knees. Good. Now take your chin down towards your chest and then lift your chest up towards your chin. And then as you exhale, take the sides of the waist back, take the elbows a little out, broaden the shoulder blades, top edge of the shoulder blades away from the ears and back of the neck. And then you release down slowly and breathe here. Good, Susan. Walk your hands more down, Robin, towards your feet. Yeah. Bend your knees a little. Yes. Walk your hands more towards your feet and tuck your chin. Yes, be there. Walk your hands more towards your feet. There. Yeah, so there's a little tension of pushing the ball of the foot forward and pulling the arms back, but you don't have to widen your elbows when now. Yeah, there you go. Good, that's better. Head down more. There you go. Good. Inhale, you come up. Root the legs down. Lift the torso up. Exhale. Take the outsides of the feet and repeat. Okay, sacrum in and up. Chest up. Reach the thighs down. Chin towards the chest towards the chin as you inhale. Exhale. You just draw the sides of the waist back. Broaden the elbows and the shoulder blades and tuck the chin in a little without letting the head drop. Breathe into the back. And hollow the waist with your exhale. Hands forward, Robin. Don't widen your elbows. Just drop your arms. Yes. Good. Okay. So next time don't pull yourself down. Okay. Don't ever pull yourself forward. So the arms are just so that you have this, like this goes this way, and it's kind of like that knee and arm thing. You find that right where it feels comfortable. So you're not doing this until you're, and then you just kind of let your head come and you breathe and you let yourself fall down over time. It's a falling down. Yeah. Okay. And then you inhale, you come up and exhale, release. Good. So now we're going to lie down. So you're going to scoot a little bit forward. Make sure you have room overhead so your arms can extend. Palms down. And then you point your feet and let your tail curl under. Let your hips roll back. Elongate. Keep your arms shoulder width. And don't take your arms until, you're ready. Yeah, good, Susan. Yeah. Keep your arms shoulder width back to the hands on the ground. Reach and stretch. Right. And you can always, if that's too much, you don't do that one. Totally fine. For any of these, any. Elbows in, triceps in, armpits in, shoulder blades broad, waist hollow. Every time you exhale, sort of lift your ribs and widen your lower ribs and sink the sides of the waist down. Curl the tail up, take the lower belly towards the spine. And then keep your left leg pointed, flex your right foot, sink your waist, roll your hips back, and then exhale, raise your right leg up. Press the root of the right thigh away from you. Keep the foot flexed, left leg foot pointed, and breathe. Yeah, you can have your other leg bent, totally fine. Firm your kneecap on the right leg, yes. And you can have the arms down by your sides if that's better than up overhead. Yes, good, Robin. Good. And then sink the waist, point the foot, and exhale, lower the leg down. Press the right leg down, flex the left foot, sink the waist, press the lower back down, exhale, raise the left leg up. Press the root of the thigh away from the kneecap. You hear and breathe. Press the right thigh down, Layla. Yes. Press the left knee away from you. Open the back of that knee. Lift the heel. Yes. Good. And then point the foot, sink the waist, then exhale, lower the left leg down. You can have your arms beside you or keep overhead. Really sink your waist. Really sink the lower back ribs, lower front ribs. Squeeze them down towards the lower back ribs. Roll the hips back. Raise both the legs up. Good. Flex the feet. Push the heels up, firm the knees, and breathe. Good, Robin. Push your legs a little more away from you, Layla. A little more away. There. Firm your knees. Yes. Good. Now, you're going to exhale. Sink your chin towards your chest. Reach your arms forward into Nabhi You can have your arms up off the ground. And then you're going to push your fingertips down and roll yourself up into Sarvangasana. Okay, or you can use a little momentum, whatever you need to do. Good. And breathe here. Now, taking it into Halasana, start to lower your feet down and push your buttocks back away from your face. And then as your feet get closer to the ground, you move your buttocks towards your face. And as you're able, maybe your feet touch the ground or the wall behind you. Either way, you can keep your hands on your back if your feet don't touch, or bring your hands down. You can roll your shoulders under, you can interlace your fingers, or keep your palms flat. Now, when you're ready to come out, bring your arms down on the ground. Roll your hips away from your face. And then as you're laying your spine down, lift your head up. Keep looking towards your belly button. Keep your hands down this time. So you're back at Nabhi Darshanam. Then you release your head and shoulders down. You can keep your arms at your sides or take your arms overhead. Firm your waist down, firm your legs, point your feet, and exhale, you slowly lower your legs down. You can do that one leg at a time, or both legs, or knees bent. Really keep rolling your hips back so you're not using your back muscles. You're using your waist muscles. And you're back in Tadagi Mudra. Firm your arms and legs, sink your waist as you exhale. Inhale, raise your arms up. So lower your arms down to your sides and then relax in Shavasana for a few breaths. Okay, so we're going to come back to Tadagi Mudra, Supta Vajrasana, roll up to sit, jump back and lie down. So if all of that feels too much for you, you can always just roll over and lie down on your stomach. But otherwise, bring your legs together, bring your arms along your sides, palms down, firm arms and legs, and curl your tailbone up, sink your backs of your hips down, sink your waist. Inhale, raise your arms up over your head. Exhale, really sink your waist and take your knees up one by one or together, crossing the feet at the ankles, pull the knees apart, let your sitting bones and tailbone curl up and the top of your hips roll back. And then change the cross, pull the knees apart, feel that isometric contraction in the pelvic floor. Firm your arms, inhale, raise your arms up, wrap your arms around your legs, lift your feet up, tuck your chin in, right, round your spine. Look how high my feet are, Robin. Yes, and then you exhale and tuck. And come up, tuck your feet, yeah, there you go, good. And then you just can roll over your legs and come to plank and lower yourself down. Okay, good. And then you make a pillow with your hands. So if you have sensitive hips, you can have a blanket under your hips. And then when you make a pillow, one palm on top of the other, elbows out, chin forward. If that's too disturbing for your neck, you can tuck your chin or turn your head to one side or the other. And the reason is we're taking the upper back in here in preparation for the back bends. Baby floor back bends. So you can lift one leg, roll the front thigh in, broaden the buttocks away from the side of the sacrum, and then extend the top of the foot, place it down, lift the other leg, roll the thigh in. So you extend and roll the thigh in, buttocks away from the sacrum. Now, tops of the feet down, firm the knees up, take the tailbone down, right, towards the pubic and towards the floor. So the roots of the thighs and the bottom of the pubic bone press down, top of the pubic bone lifts up a little, and then you lift your chest up. And it's coming just from pressing the hips down, right? And see if you can pull your lower front ribs a little forward and lift the chest a little higher. So you're getting length on the front of the body. So you have to let go of what's holding on in the front body, okay? Yeah, and then you extend, keep your upper back lifted by pressing your hips down and extending your legs back, and then extend your arms. Have your arms shoulder width or wider, and draw the hands a little back, and take the spine forward and chest chin up as you're able, head up. Now keep your head up, just chin up, and bend your elbows one by one. Don't lower down. Hand on top of hand, and then lower down and rest. Let your heels come apart, buttocks release, breathe. If you can, you keep the chin forward. If not, tuck the chin or turn the head to one side. Okay, and so roll the thighs in, extend the legs, outer ankles in, tops of the feet down, firm the knees up, take the tailbone down. And as you take the tailbone down, already your chest starts to lift up, ideally, right? So press the buttocks and tailbone down, lift the head up. Extend the arms one by one. Keep the chest up. Keep the legs extending and lifting, pressing the buttocks down, roots of the thighs down. And then you take your hands back into low cobra. Take your hands down towards your lower ribs as much as you can, more down. Yeah, more back, Layla, more back, more back. Yep, there you go. Good, that's it. Lift your chest, good. Now take one hand and then the other, keeping the chest up, and then release the chin down and relax and breathe. Curl the toes under, firm the knees up and the thighs up. Press the buttocks down, lift the chest up. Take the hands under the armpits, firm, and exhale, push up and back into down dog, and breathe. Let your head release. Come to high plank and lower down. Ah, good. Make a pillow and chin forward. Extend the legs, roll the thighs in, outer ankles in, tops of the feet down, firm the knees up, tailbone, roots of the thighs down, chest up. Move the lower front ribs a little forward. So bend your knees one by one. Keep pressing your tailbone down, roots of the thighs down, flex the feet, lift the chest. Maybe you take your arms back, maybe you can touch, maybe you hold. Okay, then keep the feet flexed. If you're holding, pull the legs back. Then point the feet and lift the legs up and roll towards the soft belly above your pubic bone area. And be there and breathe. And then release. Keep your chest up as you extend your legs back. And then make your pillow. Chin forward if you can. Relax and breathe. We repeat. Extend and roll the thighs in. Firm the knees up. Press the tail down. Lift the chest up. Bend the knees one by one. Keep the tailbone down. You might just go to here, right? Tailbone down. Press the buttocks down. Yeah, that's it. Lift the chest up. Front ribs forward. Maybe you take the arms back and you stay here. Maybe you hold the ankles. Okay, flex the feet. Bring the knees in a little as you're able. And press the hips down as you pull the legs back away from you, Layla. Pull the legs towards the rope wall. Pull the legs back, not up, back towards the rope wall. Okay, and let that lift your chest. Don't resist. Now point the feet, lift the legs up and roll towards the belly and breathe. So the idea is not to go into your maximum. Okay, do not. Okay, do not. Go to your minimum. And then when you get comfortable there, maybe you go a little bit more. But if you try to lift your head, lift your chest, everything lift, 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 you're going to poop out. Okay, so don't poop out. It's about grounding your hips in order to lift up. Okay, that's all. That's it. Okay, all right. And then rest, chin forward. So you can always come down beforehand if you need to, right? And you rest and you do what you need to do. Curl the toes under, firm the thighs up, press the hips down, lift the chest up, bring the hands back, firm the waist, firm the elbows, exhale, push up, back, down dog. And breathe. Release the head down, firm the arms and legs, hollow the waist. Shift the weight forward, bend the elbows back, and lower down. Okay, make your pillow, chin forward. Extend the legs, roll the thighs in, outer ankles in, tops of the feet down, knees firm, tailbone in. Press the roots of the thighs and tailbone down to lift the chest up and move the lower front ribs forward. Right, firm the legs, press the hips down, extend the arms. Good. Now, find the top of the pubic bone and roll it forward so that the legs lift up. Yeah, that's it, locust. They don't go very high. Keep them extending. Yeah, chest up, head up. Good. Now you lower the legs, keep the chest up. Bend the elbows one by one, rest the chin down. Relax and breathe. Relax the buttocks. And then we do one more variation of locust, trying to keep the chin forward and down. Take your arms back, palms up, and then you can lift and roll a little side to side to get your arms under your legs, palms up, chin forward. Press the fronts of the shoulders down, and then press the tops of the feet down, firm the knees up, take the tailbone, press it down, and then roll towards the front of your pubic bone again. So your hips roll into a backward tilt in this way, and the legs come up a little. Chin down and forward. And then release. Undo your arms. So you can continue resting like we've been doing with your head on one side, or you can do Makarasana, where you widen your legs, bring your heels in, toes out, and then bring your hands on your opposite shoulders and rest your chin on one of your forearms and be there and breathe. If that's not comfortable, go back to resting with the toes in, heels out, and head on your hands. Okay, and then the counter pose for this one, for the ending of the back bends, is holding plank for 10 breaths. Okay, so you bring your legs in, curl your toes under, press your pubic down, lift your chest up. So don't go right for your arms, right? Because we're so arm, right? Firm your legs up, press your hips down, lift your chest up. Now bring your hands, squeeze your elbows in, firm your waist, exhale, push up, plank. Okay, 10 breaths. 1, 2, thighs up, straight knees. 3, firm waist, lift your waist. 4, look down. 5, don't drop your head. 6, lift your ears up more, Layla. 7, firm knees. 8, lift your knees up. 9, better. Lift your shoulders off your arms. 10. Now you gently lower your knees. Walk your knees forward towards your wrists. So it's a teeny tiny cat. Round your spine up. Release your head and neck down. Broaden your shoulder blades. Pull your waist in, pull your tailbone under. And then sit back on your heels. We'll go to child's pose, right? So you can widen your knees if you need to. You can make a pillow with your hands, rest your head on a pillow or support, or you can bring your hands down, palms up, and release your head down for a few breaths. And deflate your legs, your whole body. And exhale. Good. Now coming up, curl your tailbone forward. So your hips roll back. Extend your chest, chin forward. Reach your arms back. You can hold one wrist. Stay laying on your thighs. Lift your chest up, chin up. More, Robin, more. Curl your tailbone under, any amount. Buttocks under, buttocks under. Yeah, underneath you. Okay, and come up. You'll have to see from here. Sorry, Robin. So when you do this, this happens, right? Not just you, everybody. So, but you need the support of tailbone under, hips roll back to pull you up. Right? And chest, but no, stay there. And head, yeah. Yeah, no, you don't need to push your upper back up, right? It's the tailbone under, and now come up. Pull your hip, yeah, right? So you have to separate the three parts of your back, yeah? It's tricky. So this has to go this way to come up. Yes, and it's not just here, but this has to pull in. Yeah, belly in towards the spine. So that's the whole thing, is to learn how to move your hips and how to use that leverage to lift you and all those things, okay? So now, 2 options, okay? Headstand. And so everybody's gonna do this one first, okay? So, okay, you'll just rest, yeah, and do whatever you need for your rest, okay? So now everyone will do this. So you just take your elbows down under your shoulders and interlace your fingers. Press your forearms down, including at your wrists. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up, release your head, it won't touch the ground. Just like down dog. Bring your feet together though. And then pressing the forearms down, take your shoulders and chest towards your thighs. Release your head down, lift your heels up, lift your hips up. Okay, and you can just be there. Yeah, lift your shoulders up and widen your shoulders, Susan. Widen your shoulders. Yes, yes. So your armpits, so the outer edge of the armpits go that way. Yeah, wide.
Oh,
Yes, yes. And move your spine in, move your hips up. Yes, there you go. Now you can walk forward, lower your head down, and come up into headstand if you like. Or, and I can help you if you like. Yes, Susan. Good. Now stay there and breathe. Lift your shoulders up. Don't shrunk. Okay, one leg up. Good. Good. Buttocks firm. Good. Inner legs up. Inner feet up. Outer hips firm. Outer legs firm. Shrink wrap. Lift the shoulders up. Yes. Beautiful. Good, Layla. One leg up. Good. Good. Lean into me a little. Good. Firm your legs in. Inner feet up. Outer feet down. Shrink wrap yourself. Good. Lift your shoulders up. Ah, good. Yes. Beautiful. Rest in child's pose. Callie, you can stay a little longer if you like. When you, yeah, it's fun, right? It gets light. Yeah, when you start to learn how to lift yourself, right? Yeah. Yeah, take your time in child's pose. And yeah, take your time in child's pose when you come down. And then when you're ready, you'll come onto your back. We'll do the windshield wipers twist 3 times, and then we'll do the Garudasana twist. Okay, so we'll do 2 twists, and then we'll relax. So coming onto your back when you're ready. And then bend your knees and bring your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Turn your toes in a little, let your knees fall in towards each other. Just take a moment there. When that happens, don't squeeze your inner thighs, but just release your buttocks away from the sides of your sacrum. That should feel good on your back already. Arms are a little lower than the shoulders, but they extend out to the sides. So then we'll go to your right. So widen your knees and let your left leg dip into the middle, any amount. So you're internally rotating the left leg. You roll a little bit towards the right hip. And then inhale and raise your leg up. We're going to do it 3 times. Roll to the right side, roll to the left side, adjust your sacrum, buttocks, observe. And then again, dip your left leg into the midline. You'll roll to the outer right hip. Now observe your left leg and reach your left knee towards the right hand front corner of your mat. So your left hip lifts a little more and you get more length on the front of your body when you do that, and especially the front of the thigh and groin. And then inhale and raise it up, and you can roll a little side to side. One more time. Left leg dips into the midline, internally rotate. You roll towards the right hip a little. Reach the left knee towards the front right-hand corner of the mat. So you really lift that hip up and reach and open the front of that hip, and then release your right leg down. And let your head release to the left. Keep your left shoulder down. Breathe here for a couple breaths. And then inhale, you raise your legs up and roll a little side to side and adjust your buttocks and your sacrum and so on. Find the outer edges of the mat, and then let your right leg dip into the midline. So it's internal rotation. You can roll a little towards the outer left hip. Observe that, and then inhale, raise your leg up. You can roll a little side to side, take it out to the side. And then once again, exhale, the right knee comes in, turn it in, and then reach the front of the right knee towards the front left-hand corner of your mat. And let your right hip lift and get more length on the front of your right leg and groin and waist. And then inhale and raise the right leg up and roll back a little bit more to the right and left and adjust. And then the last time, the right leg turns in, dips in, and it reaches for the left front hand corner of the mat. And then you release your inner left leg down and let your head release to the right, keeping the right shoulder down, and breathe. Mm-hmm. And then inhale, raise your legs up and come back. Adjust your hips and your arms and your torso. Bring your feet all the way together. Walk your feet further away from you. And then lift your left leg up, dip your right leg into the midline, cross your legs high at the thigh for Garudasana twist. And then sit your right thigh down on top of your left thigh. Walk your right foot away a little and see if you can tuck your left foot behind your right ankle or calf, as in Garudasana. If not, just twist. And exhale, take your knees over to your right. They're on the outside edge of your right foot and hip. Just a baby twist at first. Inhale, come back. So we do it 3 times. And again, exhale, knees to the right. Keep the left shoulder down. Outside edge of the right hip and foot. Maybe go a little deeper this time. And then inhale, come back. And one more time, exhale to the right. And keeping the left shoulder down, let your head release to the left and breathe. And then inhale, you roll back and uncross your legs, adjust your hips and arms and legs, and walk your feet a little away, feet together. And then lift your right leg up high, cross it high, dipping your left leg into the midline. And then lay the right leg down on top of the left leg. Walk the left foot away a little so you can tuck your right foot behind if possible. Take a breath, and then as you exhale, you take your knees over to the left, keeping the right shoulder down. And inhale, come back up. And again, exhale to the left, outer edge of your left hip and foot, keeping the right shoulder down. And then inhale, you raise back up. And last time, exhale to the left. And let your head release to the right, keeping the right shoulder down, and breathe here. Inhale, raise your legs up, roll into the flat of the back, the sole of the foot, uncross the legs. Adjust your hips. Maybe you want to take your knees to chest and roll a little side to side. And as you do that, walk your hips down a little. So you elongate the lower back, whatever you need. And then you'll take your legs down one by one and rest in Shavasana. Okay. And you can take any support or no support and breathe and relax here. You can take warmth if you like. Take a few breaths and observe the back of your body touching the ground or your support, and soften those parts, the skin, the flesh, let the bones descend. Always observing with curiosity, not judgment. Kindness and curiosity, loving kindness. Soften the skin and flesh and joints and muscles and tendons and bones and connective tissue in the feet, the toes, the feet, the ankles. Create more space in the ankle joints. Soften the skin and flesh of the calves and the shins, all the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the bones, the connective tissue. And find the knee joints. Observe the space in the knee joints and create more space. And then soften the skin and flesh of the thighs, inner, outer, top, and back, connective tissue, blood vessels, nerves, bones, tendons, ligaments. Soften and spread. Create more space in the pelvis, at the pelvic bowl, at the floor of the pelvis, between the inner thighs, bottom of the pelvis, tailbone, sacrum, lower back, pubic bone, lower belly. The iliacus is the big hip bones on either side, the buttocks right and left, outer hips right and left, all the way around the groin area, inner, outer, back, front. Create space. And create space in the vertebra of the spine, tail to head. Softening the skin and flesh, muscles and bones, tendons and ligaments, nerves, blood vessels, all along the whole back body. Softening the ribs. Create space in the chest cavity, the whole abdominal region soft. Heart opening, create space for the lungs and heart. Armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, the palms of the hands, tops of the hands, the skin and flesh of the fingers and the knuckles, the bones, tendons and ligaments, blood vessels and nerves. Create space. Base of the skull, top of the neck, front of the throat, sides of the neck, tops of the shoulders, hinge of the jaw, teeth, tongue, molars, root of the tongue, the throat, skin of the face, ears, Soften the eyes. Let the brain descend. Relax the mind. Now let your breath circulate throughout your whole body, just being aware of the sensations in your body as you allow your breath to gently deepen and move your awareness along with your prana, the subtle aspect of your breath, into your extremities, arms and legs, hands and feet, toes and fingers. Maybe you want to wiggle the fingers and toes, roll the wrists and ankles, and bend the elbows, bring the hands on the upper abdominal region, and pause there and take a couple of breaths, observing the movement of your abdomen as you breathe. When you're ready, bend your knees up one by one and pause. Adjust your feet, let your hips release back a little so your abdomen hollows and your lower back rolls a little back more towards the mat. Take your hands to your lower belly and observe a softening there. Rolling to one side or the other, you can rest your head on your upper arm. If you like, knees a little bit up so that the back is soft. Look to the ground as you come up. Pull your waist in as you walk your arms back, and let your head be the last thing to come up. And we'll close with our closing chant, Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. We'll do one Om and three Shanti. And we'll do that all together. Take your seat. If you like, you can take the prayer position. Take a big breath in and out in preparation. And then inhale deeply for Om. Om. Lokaha samastaha sukino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukino bhavantu. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath, lift the heart, and then bow the head to the heart from the base of your neck. Release your hands to your thighs and pause a moment. Surrendering your head to your heart. And then with your eyes closed, raise the head up, ears over the shoulders, over the hips. With your eyes closed, raise your gaze and then move your gaze to the back of your head and drop down to the back of your heart and down into your seat. And then bring a sense of self to the heart center and expand that to the back, sides, front, up and down, like a diamond shining brilliantly, reflecting everything, everywhere, all the time, in every direction. And then let your eyes float open. Namaste. Thank you.